Hi, I'm Ace from Ace Ed. Sports. From ancient arenas filled with roaring crowds, to modern stadiums where billions watch online. But have you ever wondered, where did sports actually come from? Why did humans start competing, running, throwing, and wrestling in the first place? Let's take a journey through history, from the dawn of civilization to the present day, to uncover the true story of sports, and how they shape us both, physically and mentally. The earliest forms of sports weren't just games, they were survival. Thousands of years ago, humans had to run fast, throw spears, wrestle, and fight to hunt or defend themselves. These survival skills slowly turned into rituals, competitions, and eventually, sports. Archaeologists have found cave paintings in France over 15,000 years old, showing wrestling and sprinting. In ancient Egypt, wall carvings depict boxing, swimming, and even weightlifting. One of the most famous examples, the Olympic Games of ancient Greece. Starting around 776 BC, Greeks held competitions not only to honor their gods, but also to showcase physical strength, speed, and skill. Meanwhile, across the ocean, the Mayan civilization had their own ball game called Pok-ta-Pok, a mix of soccer and basketball played with a heavy rubber ball. For them, it wasn't just entertainment, it carried deep religious and cultural meaning. So, from Africa to Asia to the Americas, sports began as ways to prepare for survival, to worship, and to build unity among tribes and nations. But why did sports become so universal? Why did almost every culture invent them? The answer lies in three powerful reasons. First, physical training. Before gyms existed, sports were a natural way to build stamina, strength, and agility. Archery, wrestling, horse riding, all of these made people better hunters and warriors. Second, social bonding. Sports were a way to bring communities together. Imagine festivals where entire villages watched races, or kings hosting tournaments for pride and honor. Sports turned strangers into teams, and teams into tribes. And third, entertainment. The thrill of not knowing who will win sparks excitement, just like it did thousands of years ago. Whether it's a cricket match in Pakistan, soccer in Brazil, or basketball in the US, the excitement of sports connects millions of people. In the Middle Ages, jousting tournaments between knights weren't just for fun, they displayed courage, discipline, and loyalty. Sports are no longer about survival, but their benefits are more important than ever. Physically, they keep us fit, improve our health, and reduce the risk of disease. A simple game of football can burn calories, strengthen muscles, and improve heart health. Mentally, sports sharpen focus, teach discipline, and even reduce stress. When you play, your brain releases endorphins, the chemicals that make you feel happy and relaxed. That's why playing even a casual game can instantly lift your mood. Socially, sports teach teamwork, leadership, and communication. Whether you're on a cricket pitch or in a corporate boardroom, those same lessons apply. And let's not forget, sports inspire. When we watch athletes break records or overcome impossible odds, we feel motivated to push our own limits. That's why figures like Muhammad Ali, Michael Jordan, or Serena Williams aren't just athletes, they're cultural icons. From kids to the elderly, sports and movement are accessible in many forms, from competitive to casual and adaptive programs. They make us healthier, calmer, and more connected. And they give us stories that last beyond a single game. So, how did sports come into existence? They were born from survival, shaped by culture, and carried forward by human passion. From hunting grounds to Olympic stadiums, from ritual games to billion-dollar industries, sports have always been a mirror of humanity. They make us stronger, smarter, and more connected. They remind us that competition is not about defeating others, but about discovering the best version of ourselves. So the next time you pick up a ball, run a race, or cheer for your favorite team, remember, you're not just playing a game. You're part of a tradition as old as humanity itself. Excited.